tell us about this whole water treatment process and the people behind these intricate designs. Let's do it.
Let's dive in. Welcome back.
I feel like I'm slowly starting to get the hang of this whole blueprint language thing.
Yeah.
But I got to say, the more we uncover, the more questions I have.
Oh, yeah.
Like we've talked about these CIP tanks being like specialized dishwashers for the system.
Right.
But looking closer at the blueprints, their configurations, they're pretty varied. Some have like a mixing line connected while others don't.
Right.
What's the deal with that?
That's a really good observation. I think it highlights the need for different cleaning approaches within the system.
Okay.
Let's take the Morocco 15 M3 CIP tank blueprints as an example.
Okay.
The AB group tank, it has that dedicated mixing line N1, along with inlets for UF permeate and UF concentrate.
Hold on. Is that another acronym I need to learn?
It is.
Okay.
UF refers to ultrafiltration.
Okay.
So it's another filtration process that's often used before the reverse osmosis stage.
So like a pre-treatment.
Exactly. Think of it as a pre-treatment step.
Okay.
It removes larger particles and some organic matter so the RO membrane can work more efficiently.
So in the AB group CIP tank, that mixing line could be combining those different UF water streams with cleaning agents to create like a specialized solution for cleaning certain parts.
Exactly. Different components might need different cleaning recipes, so to speak.
Right.
So the AB group tank might be handling the pre-treatment stages, while the C group with its SWRO connections focuses on the reverse osmosis components.
So it's a reminder that maintaining a large-scale water treatment plant isn't just like one big wash cycle.
Right.
It's a lot more complex than that.
It's very specific.
What other clues can we find in these blueprints about this approach?
Well, there are those hydrostatic level points marked on all the CIP tank blueprints.
The N4s.
Yes, exactly. They likely indicate where sensors or gauges are installed to monitor fluid levels inside the tanks during cleaning.
So it's like a fuel gauge in a car.
Exactly, but for cleaning solution.
Why is it so important to keep track of the level of cleaning solution?
Maintaining the correct fluid level is critical for effective and safe cleaning.
Okay.
Too little solution and the cleaning might not be thorough enough too much, and you risk overflow, which could damage equipment or create safety hazards.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to leave something as important as the fluid level to chance.
Right.
Speaking of precision, there are also those specific angles marked on the C-Zone CIP tank.
Yes.
Like 20 degrees, 25 degrees.
22 degrees.
What's the significance of those?
Those angles likely relate to the positioning and design of the spray nozzles inside the tank.
Okay.
So by carefully calculating those spray angles, engineers can make sure that the cleaning solution reaches every nook and cranny of the components being cleaned.
Wow. So it's like a choreographed cleaning routine. Nothing in these blueprints is just arbitrary, is it?
Not at all. Every detail is carefully considered to optimize that cleaning process and guarantee thorough sanitation.
And we see this attention to detail in other parts of the blueprints too.
Yes.
Like, remember those floater switch sockets we saw earlier?
Yes, the N8 and N9.
Yeah, on the SWRO blueprints. What are those for again?
Those likely house sensors that detect water levels in the tanks, ensuring that the system stays within safe operating parameters.
So even a seemingly small component, like a floater switch, plays a really important role in the overall efficiency and safety of the plant.
A critical role.
It's amazing how much we can learn from these blueprints even without being engineers.
I know, it's incredible.
What other insights can we uncover as we keep going through these?
There's still so much to discover. But for now, let's just take a minute to appreciate what we've learned so far about the planning and the precision that goes into these water treatment systems.
Okay.
When we return, we'll dive deeper into some of the more specific technical details that caught your eye earlier.
All right, so we're back and ready to kind of like tackle the next layer of this blueprint puzzle.
Right.
We've talked about like the big systems, you know, the SWRO and CIP.
Right.
But now I want to learn about the like smaller details.
Okay.
The nuts and bolts that hold it all together.
Yeah, the little things.
Yeah, exactly.
It's often in those small details that you find like the real ingenuity.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For example, you remember those flanges we talked about?
Yeah.
The ones that have to adhere to the EN 1092 DIN 2501 standards?
Yeah, you mentioned that those help ensure compatibility between parts from like different manufacturers.
Right.
But why is that so important in a water treatment plant?
Well, I mean, just imagine the scale of these systems, right?
Huge.
You've got these massive pipes and tanks and pumps all operating under high pressure
Right.
and potentially harsh conditions.
Yeah.
If a flange fails, it's not just a leaky faucet.
Yeah.
It could be like a major disruption to the water supply for a whole community.
Oh, wow. So those standardized flanges aren't just about convenience.